Welcome back, guys. Our playthrough of Horizon Forbidden West, The Burning Shores. Its final act, the last mission before the epilogue. Let's see what's going on.
Okay, when Sega gets here, we'll have to find a way to get to Londra. Stop him from carrying out his big plan. Better wait for her at the campfire.
Oh, they got new enemy types over here. The monkey ones, I think, and maybe, yeah, like the fire monkeys. Interesting. That wasn't there before. Okay, let's wait. Let's do this.
You're here.
I'm guessing your sister made it back okay?
She's with
Looks
the
like an
Admiral's
insect.
Guard now, helping the last of our people out of Londra's Park. Gives her something to focus on instead of brooding over what happened.
I hope it helps.
So what do you say we put an end to all this?
Yeah, it's time. Let's get going.
She has like the antenna on there too, I just noticed. She has the antenna and then her like cape looks like bug wings. I can't tell what she's supposed to be, like a grasshopper or a beetle. I can't really tell.
Okay, so Londra's probably in his bunker, right? We'll have to get back in there.
Yeah, I don't think Londra's in the bunker. Back at the park, he said he's gonna crush us like bugs. Pretty sure he's gonna use that. But he doesn't have a reactivation signal to reboot its systems. He needs a more direct connection.
You think he's actually inside that thing?
It's his only option. We need to find a way to stop it from powering up. There. It looks like it's hooked up to some kind of cooling system. If we find a way to disrupt it, it might cause the Horus to overheat.
That might be tricky.
Oh, great.
More machines brought back from the dead?
I don't think so. Landra must have used the Horus to make them. We better hurry. Come on.
Oh, she can do that now. That's cool. Time to move.
Time to get to that cooling system.
I'm with you all the way.
Alright, what do we got? Damn.
Craptor's blocking the way up. We'll have to deal with it.
Ready.
Hello, Aloy. Is that you scurrying around down there?
Keep it up!
So good of you to make it to our grand finale.
Just gotta get rid of its guns. Fly tight down,
Get up that way.
and I can crush it that way. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting I have this badass thing. We'll play around with that too. I can't believe that was Sam Witwer where they got to play Londra. I usually am really I pride myself in having a good ear for voice actors. I did not recognize him at all until I saw his face. And I was like, ah. Very surprising. Dude is in more video games than any other, like, actor I've ever seen. Especially because they use his likeness, not just his voice. Gotta say, though, he looks dope with a mustache. I'm starting to think, man, should I get a mustache? Got that Omni-Man look to him, and I was like, as a straight man, you know, sometimes you get a little moist over the mustache, you know what I'm saying? Anyway. selling.
There we go.
Oh god.
Now.
Oh no.
Where are you hiding, Aloy?
We'll have to avoid that thing to get to the cooling system. Those ruins can give us cover. Stay close. I don't think he can see us if we start to go.
Oh god. Yeah, instantly effed.
I think he's lost us for now.
Uh-oh.
Thank God for the shield.
Underestimated you, but I am far superior.
I gotta get through that fire gleam.
Not again!
Okay, I think we're in the clear for now.
What are we gonna do if he wakes the whole machine up?
It's ancient and slow. We're small and fast. We've got a chance.
That is one way to look at it, I guess. Nice.
Up here.
Where'd you crawl away to?
Damn.
Here we go again.
A lot more of them too.
More corruptors ahead.
I don't know how we fight the corruptors and avoid this thing.
We could climb up and slip by.
You think?
Found you.
Look out!
Still in this.
Oh, I was on top of it and it killed me. Okay, didn't see that coming. Seiko was all like, yeah, peace. That sucked. Well. Come on. Probably gonna start me all over. Oh, did it let me keep the gleam? I think it was right here, right? I think so. Okay, cool. Okay, checkpoint. Lucky for that.
Where'd you crawl away to?
Here we go again.
More corruptors ahead.
Our leading ladies.
I wonder if I can just like hide down here.
Kill in one piece!
Let it hit. Yeah, he can kill them all for us.
Or tear this place apart to find you.
He can kill them for us.
I'll get you yet.
Oh my god, he's annoying.
Dead yet?
I'll pin it down!
Crush you into paste. Outmatched, outwitted, outdone.
Yeah, all I gotta do is just trick those things to get in the way every time.
Nice work, Aloy! I think he's lost us for now.
I'm going to find you. Aloy, come out, come out.
We might be able to get by under the ruin if we time it right.
Yeah, see, it doesn't sound like Whitwer at all.
Come out,
I mean, it does, but it doesn't.
Moving. Cooling system's further up the hill. Whoa! Another arm's up and running! Come on, we better hurry.
Shield definitely saved my ass. Pop that on.
If any more parts of that thing wake up, we're in big trouble.
Yeah.
Then let's keep moving. We'll have to hug the cliff to get by.
Yeah, the promo art for this DLC showed that this thing came back to life. I don't know if we're going to fight it more than the tentacles, but it was lit up to make it seem like the whole thing came back alive.
It's gonna be hard to avoid attention here.
A distraction might help. Or we can...
Oh boy. Ooh, a gold, I'll take that.
Now's our chance.
Be alright.
Nothing you do will stop me.
The cooling system should be just ahead. Corruptors have overridden some machines. I've gotta take them out.
Don't really know how. Damn.
Give it all you got!
What do we know about this thing? Electricity. Damn, thought it wasn't aiming at me. Damn. Jesus. Come on. There we go.
Move in before it recovers! Give it all you got!
Okay.
Shocked it!
I want that tail. Damn it. She is good with that rope caster, though. Whatever. Just need to put it down so we can move on.
Okay, now to deal with the cooling system. Let's see if we can overheat the Horus with this thing.
There's gotta be a way to stop its
What are you
cooling.
up to?
Maybe my focus can help. What do we have here? Some kind of heat sink. It might be a way to shut down the cooling. Seika, want to do the honors?
There we go. I'll get the other one for you.
Don't keep me waiting, Aloy.
Is that enough?
Alert. Temperature critical.
It's working!
Emergency heat engaged.
Uh-oh.
You had me, ladies. Think again.
Jesus.
It's still overheating.
That's my boy.
He's heading for the bay. He's gonna use the sea to cool the Horus down. Legacy's light. How are we supposed to stop that? There, on its underside. We gotta go after its heat sinks. You keep Laundra distracted from the air. I'll attack from below. Wait! You want me to fly this thing? You're a quick learner. Well, it's you and me now, buddy.
Oh God. How am I supposed to get this thing?
Okay, gotta intercept the Horus, then go after its heatsink. This flying thing's not bad. Whoa! You're doing great.
Okay, where are you?
We can't let it reach open water. Seika, I need you to keep the Horus on the beach.
Seems we have an insect scuttling around down there.
Surprise.
Oh, come on. I don't know if I can still hit that.
Last one's down. Now I can focus on the Horus's heat sinks.
How in the are you supposed to get to those? There's just no way. Why would we not fly? I don't know how to hit those things.
Almost took a hit.
Swooping around and then they won't help you.
Like, I don't know if I need to hit that again, that heat
Okay,
sink.
time to hit that heat sink.
That's not your surface.
You'll dodge it next time. That helps. You're nothing but a walking scrap heap.
Good one. Good one, Seika.
Uh-oh. Fly, buddy, fly. Gonna duck under it. Bet it can't keep up.
Stop that. Annoying little gnat.
Gotcha, we gotta keep hitting it. Oh my God.
Vision, but I can see clearly.
Good work. Diving.
Now it's my turn.
Look out, Aloy! The metal devil's charging up for something. Run
that.
Going down that easy.
Why don't you have something to keep you company?
Launcher's sending more corruptors!
Shit.
I'll handle it. Seika, keep Laundra busy while I deal with the machines. Shouldn't be hard to get his attention.
What a waste of the time you have left.
Come and get me!
Get back here.
Dodging's not easy on this thing.
As mindless as a moth to the flame.
Last one's down. Now I can focus on the horse's heat sinks.
Let's go, baby. Blue, don't care. Purple, all about it.
Ha! Missed me!
Okay, where are you? The top, but how do we get there from the ground?
You don't get it. I never
Aloy!
lose.
I see another heat sink on the flank! But it's under some kind of cover. Let me scan it. Flood those wings faster! I've got to dive!
I don't understand how I'm supposed to hit these things.
Point to your struggle.
Better scan that heat sink.
No idea how.
It's catching us!
This little air show won't cut it.
The giant leg blocks it every time. I don't know how I'm supposed to hit it.
Can't swim me
Scan
out
that
of the
heat sink.
sky.
I have scanned it. I don't know what you want. This game is not very good with descriptors. God damn it.
Face the inevitable. You're doomed.
Come on, buddy! Fly straight! Better scan that heat sink.
Shut up.
This one's got a cover on it. Spear might break it.
Spear.
Gotta get up there.
Yeah, how?
Climb one of the legs.
Onto the legs. Okay.
Let's try this maneuver!
There it is. I see.
Now's my chance. Scaling a horse on the move. Right. Easy. Beats being the bait. Dodged it.
I'll rip you from that bird.
Can't catch me.
Absolutely
Keep
nuts.
going. Almost there.
This only ends one way.
Hard to steer this thing.
How do I... Oh. Gotcha.
That's it. Heat sink's exposed.
Gotcha.
Time to
Okay.
heat it up.
Womp womp. Alright, get out of there. Get out of there. Very exposed.
That's your big plan.
Look out! It's raining fire.
Damn it.
That launcher's held that one.
Nothing. Well, your luck won't last.
Big guy's on the move. Looks like Londra's taking it out into the water. He must be heating up in there. I don't know if I'll be able to keep him distracted. Just do what you can.
My question is how am I supposed to get out there? Gather my materials. Might be another island. Well, I'd probably have to do the exact same thing. Climb another tentacle and hit the heat sink again.
What's it doing? Did we shut it down? I think it's cooling itself off. This could be our chance. Stay in the air for now. I'll check it out.
Could also be a trap. I have no idea if this is where I'm even supposed to go. Oh, no, that's an invisible barrier. Come on. Are you serious? If I'm stuck in here now, I'm gonna be pissed off. Thank God. I don't know where you want me to go. There's... I don't get it. Oh, there's purples.
We're not done yet.
Careful, Aloy! The Horus arms are closing in!
Yeah, I see that.
It's you and me now, Aloy. Time to see what you're made of.
Where do you want me? Stay up there. Keep a lookout. Okay. I think I see heat sinks on the arms. Got it.
Open up again.
That'll help. It's gearing up to attack.
That's it. I've still got a full arsenal. Beautiful.
Heat sinks exposed. Good shot.
This is crazy.
Not even close.
We've printed another turret. On you, Aloy!
That hurt. Futile resistance. somewhere.
Move, Aloy! Move!
Yeah, I'm getting stomped.
Take this.
Uh-oh.
You will rot, while I will be a god.
That's the last one. Look out! Can't let up. Senka! I need a pickup! Coming in! Launcher's heading for deeper waters. He's not getting away. Go get him!
We're gonna swim after this thing? Are you kidding
That
me?
last heat sink might have breached the hull. I gotta get inside and find Landra.
It's coming to a stop! You can catch it!
It's breaking down. Good. Better get in there before Landra makes repairs. A light. It could be coming from inside.
Working on it. Working on it. Wait. Are there other underwater enemies down here?
There. A breach. It might be my way in. Okay, I'm in. Now to find Landra.
You know, if the
Aloy! Launcher's bringing the Horus back up to the surface!
I'll climb up and find him.
Zenith's just like, I don't know,
Landra has to be wired in to control this thing.
wanted to save people,
That makes him vulnerable. He's gotta be near the processing orbit at the front.
Catch me if you can!
we wouldn't even have this problem if they were just like, I don't know, a little cooler. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. What the hell?
Steady.
Are you... It's not my fault if she just doesn't jump on things and doesn't grab onto it. Do not make me swim all the way up there again. You were killed by elemental damage. I fell into a lava pit, okay? Inside a giant crab tentacle creature. I don't really know what this thing is, honestly, but...
Landra has to be wired in to control this thing. That makes
Almost fell again.
He's gotta be near the processing orbit at the front.
Catch me if you can! You okay in there?
Getting there. You?
Launcher took a couple swipes at me,
I saw it.
but I outflew him.
Just hold on a little longer.
Oh, that was so lucky.
This leads toward the front.
Dude, what am I supposed to do? You're just jumping. I can't stop. Game's being cheap right now. Come on. The instructions specifically said to jump without using any sort of directional pad stuff
Wired in to control
or
this
sticks.
thing.
That's what I did.
Vulnerable. He's gotta be near the processing orbit at the front.
Catch me!
Are you... That one was sort of my fault, but I feel like she should, like, auto-snap to, like, this spot. It's very clear I wasn't trying to jump off and kill myself. Like I said, one of the very few complaints I have about this game is its movement system is terrible.
Alondra has to be wired in to control this thing. That makes him vulnerable.
I'm certain this is probably a very difficult area to program, but, like... Come on. Come on. She jumps forward and doesn't grab. Like, I can't help if she's not, you know, ledge grabbing or mantling.
Wired in to control this thing. That makes him vulnerable. He's got to be near the processing hub at the front.
Catch me if you can!
What in the... Oh my god. There's a ledge right there. Why is it hard to grab onto that? And it sucks that it takes so long to freaking load. I know I was killed by elemental damage. Come on. Let's just get through this. We're so close to the end. I want to move on. I just want to be done. I just want to be done.
Alondra has to be wired in to control this thing. That makes him vulnerable. He's got to be near the processing orb at the front.
You okay in there?
Getting there. You?
Alondra took a couple swipes at me, but I outflew him.
Just hold on a little longer. This needs to be the front. Get across the gap.
See, she made it that time. I didn't do anything differently.
Looks like those vents don't stay open for long.
I'll take you out of the sky and squash the redhead.
Yeah, whatever!
Wait.
Wow. You tell him, Seika.
Hooked up to the processing orb. Destroying it might shut down the Horus. I gotta get in there.
Exiting our containment region. Sector 5A.
Uh-oh. Don't want to get fried.
Needs to be rerouted.
Saw something purple.
Flush the cylinder again.
Aloy! The Horus is heading inland towards the coast!
I'm almost to Alondra. Stand by.
Holy shit.
You. How unwelcome. Perish. Since those braids, nothing's gonna happen. Oh, I've got so much more.
Brittle enough to break.
You wretched rat.
Don't like that, do ya? Better target more connectors.
What do you think you're doing?
There! A distributor. It could cut the power.
Quit dancing.
Not enough. Gotta hit the other one.
Is there another one?
I need another way to drain its power. Orb's powered by those cables. Shield too. It's wired with the orb. I've got to destroy it. Cut its control.
How?
Take down the shield first. Roger can't keep the shield up when he attacks.
I will not be stopped.
Got it.
build a new world, adored by my loyal followers, while you choke on fallout. Right until Nemesis rips apart your pathetic planet!
Whatever you say. One more. The whole thing's on fire. You gotta get out. Almost done.
No escape!
Got it. Orbs down. Enough for my spear. Gotta shut this monstrosity down for good.
How did it come to this?
Because you're a piece of trash, but I'm going to grab all this stuff real quick, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to after.
But... You really do ruin everything, don't you?
We could have been friends. That's all I'm saying. What is that? Oh, the bug thing.
Seika, I'm inside this thing's head. Gonna need a quick exit.
Didn't
On my
Maida
way.
have one of those?
Damn it! Come on! Hold on! Not really sure how to land this thing! I gotta work on that. We did it.
I wonder what everyone back in the settlement thinks about what just happened. To see a metal devil rise from the dead?
Guess you better report to the Admiral and find out. Go on, it's okay. I'll catch up.
Hopefully you recorded all that on your focus.
Waiting too long.
Just they have proof that it was you.
Silence. It's done. Landra's dead.
Excellent. I expect he put up a fight.
Yeah, you could say that. He, threw a Horus at me.
Did he? That couldn't have been easy to defeat. Even for you.
I had help from one of the Quen.
Whoa.
And I'm sending you some data from Landra's implant. See what you can find out.
Landra's personal logs should indeed be fascinating. I'll keep you posted on my progress.
With Landra gone, I could poke around the Brain Shores for a bit. Or I could head for Fleet's End and get back with Seika.
That's what I think we should do. Feels kind of like Silent's on our side now. I mean, he never really wasn't on our side, but he was kind of just doing his own thing because he didn't have faith in us. But it seems like he's warming up to us a little bit.
Aloy,
When we saw the metal devil rise from the hills, it was as if the time of ashes had come again. To think the two of you defeated it by yourselves, it staggers the imagination. And that's not even your most important feat, as far as I'm concerned. Thank you for returning our lost brothers and sisters. What else can I say but that we are in your debt?
All I ask is that you give my friend here the credit she deserves for all the risks she took.
I would have it no other way.
Is he gonna try to take your focus?
I was wondering the same thing.
Well, he can't. You're gonna need it. I'll show you why. Seika, meet Alva. The two of you will need to coordinate in order to reunite the expedition.
Beta briefed me already. I'm so glad to see you guys. You should have heard the cheer that went up when I told the others here in Landfall that your half of the fleet survived.
To find her, Alva. It's an honor.
Likewise. Well, we can chat about all the details later. For now, shouldn't you two be celebrating the fact that you just took down a Zenith and a Horus? Come on. Away with you.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm pretty terrible at celebrating. I don't even know where to begin.
Well, I'm a sailor, so it usually starts with alcohol. I think we have some bilge blaze. You know, spirits distilled from whatever hasn't spoiled in the ship's stores.
Oh, you make it sound so good.
Yeah, it's not really for beginners, so you get a pass this time.
Okay.
But there is something I wanted to talk to you about. Meet me back where we first met when you can, okay?
Okay. I'll see you there. So, Seika wants to talk. It's good. And I know I need to move on soon, but I'm not really ready to say goodbye to her just yet. Before I find her, maybe I should look for her sister around the settlement, just to see how she's holding up.
Nah. Oh, do I have to?
Is this easy?
With pioneers.
I don't really care to talk to Kina. Let's go back here. Should be a fire somewhere closer. And then we'll just fly the rest of the way there. Yeah, I don't really care. Kina, you got this. Don't worry about it. Don't need me. The boat. Oh, I didn't want to fly this one. Oh. Huh. He's not as cool. I wanted my Sunwing. But this guy helped save the day, so can't really complain. There's a lot more to do.
So, Seika's
But
waiting for me where we first met. There's no reason to be nervous. Right? Yeah. There she is.
superhero landing. Like, there's a lot of stuff that you can do here, and this is a really grand and rad DLC. But I'm ready to move on from the franchise. It's fantastic, but like, I've got other things I want to play, so I'm not going to do a lot of the side stuff for now. Maybe I'll come back to it in my spare time, but not for YouTube.
You must feel pretty good. Got your sister back, your people. What's next for the woman of the hour?
You're the one who ripped apart a metal devil from the inside. I think you should get a bit of credit, too.
Maybe a little.
As for what's next, the Admiral's going to need my help to reunite our half of the expedition with Alva up north. And after that, I don't know. I don't think things will ever be the same with my sister or my people.
You're not gonna sail back with him?
I want to see home again. Someday. But things have changed. The Quen don't know what to do with me, and I don't know where I fit in. I guess you know what that's like.
Yeah. For a long time, I hated the idea of home. For me, it meant where I grew up, where I wasn't wanted. But the thing is, the last few months, I've realized that home isn't really a place at all. It's more like the people I want to be with.
I like that. And, well, more and more I've been thinking, I want to be with you. And I was hoping that you felt the same way.
Yes, I do. This is too much. I'm not ready. Yeah, yes, I do.
And what if I do?
I think I know how to handle it.
I'm down for that. I don't really mind it. Not, I mean, obviously I wouldn't, you know, I'm just saying as far as a video game, it's like, romance has a place in video games, but sometimes I don't like it. Like, I don't like women characters needing some man to fall in love with, but I'm good with this. This works.
I have a long road ahead of me.
I know. There are things I have to do too, but
I ship them. I ship them hard.
know how you feel.
I don't know when I'm gonna see you again.
Me either. But no matter what happens, just don't forget about me. Okay?
Never.
Nice. Level 46? Dang. Eh, that's fine. Level 50 would have been an achievement of itself, but I'm okay with that. Okay, but isn't there like an epilogue though? I'm not gonna go do that locked door one. Let's see, I thought there was an epilogue. Let's see if they say anything.
Aloy,
Yeah.
with Gaia's help, I've managed to decrypt a part of the data you sent. Suffice it to say, we have much to discuss.
Meet me back at the base then. My room.
Very well.
Okay. Wow, that's far. All right. I wonder how long the epilogue will
Silence
be.
waiting at the base. Beta and Gaia, too. As for everyone else, I should help where I can. Get them up to speed on the burning shores another time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and shove all that in here. Oh, I didn't know there was a jump there, but okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we can find out. I don't want to break this up into a separate video. There's no point. We'll just rock this out as long as it takes. Hopefully it's not an hour, but we'll see. If it gets too long, I'll split it up, but...
Welcome back, Aloy.
Aaron was a trooper for lugging this thing around. And now I finally know how Silence managed to build something so powerful. Data from Nemesis.
You're back. And after mingling with the Quen, I imagine that you're eager for some intelligent conversation.
There are some pretty special people among the Quen. If you drop down to Earth once in a while and did a little mingling yourself, you might realize that.
I have more important matters to deal with. Like the data you recovered from Londra.
You found a lead.
Indeed. A log entry he wrote shortly after the Zeniths escaped the destruction of their colony. I'll send it to you. There is much to unpack, but most importantly, Londra theorizes about how Nemesis might be countered. His musings include a list of 21st century corporations that manufactured state-of-the-art weapon systems. It's possible that one of these weapons could be deployed against the enemy. Now, I'll have to investigate each company, of course, locate their facilities, unearth their technologies, determine their efficacy, and whether they can be brought back online.
All by yourself, huh?
Well,
don't get me wrong, I'm glad you found something that can help. But I've been wondering why you stayed behind with us. It's the challenge, isn't it? The chance to prove you've got the biggest brain of all.
my reasons are mine alone.
And that's why you'll always be alone.
Aloy, Nemesis is not a threat that can be defeated single-handedly. I am grateful for your extraordinary contributions.
Couldn't even say you're welcome. Come on. Stuck up.
Oh, Silence. We might thaw that icy heart of yours yet. Now let's see what he found.
Dagger in my boot. Okay, let's read this and then we'll wrap it up. 3012. The last 72 hours were catastrophic, to say the least, even more dramatic than my final days on Earth. I'm fortunate to finally have a moment to settle down and take stock of the situation. First, a well-deserved pat on the back for my own instincts. God, he's the worst. It's clear now that my misgivings about the experiment are the only thing that kept me alive. If I hadn't gotten early warning from the surveillance worm I installed, I undoubtedly would have perished shortly after the containment breach. How, I can only conjecture. Many were lost when the entity vented the airlocks. Others were strangled by hacked specters. Devin Miller choked on his own vomit, suffocated by his personal shield. As disturbing as all this is, it's the voice of the entity that echoes in my mind. I felt a brief surge of hope when I managed to detonate the main plasma conduits in the lab sector, but just as I realized other sectors had been compromised, my implant reverberated with the transmission. First it sounded like my own voice, then a chorus, then a hideous cacophony, Walter IMU, over and over again. It knew I was going to hit the conduits. How do we stay ahead of our own shadow? That which remembers every thought we've ever had. Well, you kind of do always, like, you know, stay ahead of your own shadow, sort of, right? I guess if the sun's in front of you or the light source is in front of you, whatever. For now, we run. We'll have to retrofit the ship as we go, acquiring materials along the way to print a faster drive. I agree with Tilda. We must head for Earth, as it's the only place we can gather additional technology and biomass to improve our chances over the long haul. Though I'll be damned if I'll spend the rest of eternity trapped with the likes of Gerard, Eric, and Verbenus. Sooner rather than later, I'll have to find a way to cut ties with this detestable crew. All that said, I keep hearing its voice in my head, and when I do, a singular fear grips me. What if it catches up with us? Is there any way to fight it? Not with the tools we have now. It knows them too well. But maybe the answer lies in the unknown. Back in the ruins of Earth, the 2050s and 2060s were a golden age for defense conglomerates. Surely, buried among all those testing grounds and R&D labs, there must be a weapon or prototype that will throw the enemy for a loop. It bears looking into. Off the top of my head, some places start. FAS. I doubt even a fleet of Horus units could halt this foe, but if I know Ted, right before he blundered into ending the world, he was grasping for his next blockbuster. Metallurgic. My erstwhile competitors poured a lot of resources into defense after it became clear they couldn't beat me in material acquisition. Freecorp. cheap drones and misfiring railguns for bottom feeders and petty autocrats. But once upon a time, they had a blue chip research division. Certain T. If I recall, they employed quite a few semi-reformed black hats with interesting ideas about military decryption. Gideon. An obnoxious family, to be sure, but they developed a number of state-of-the-art systems before FAS ate their lunch. Faint hopes, all of them, but hopes nonetheless. No question our best course is to stay ahead of the monstrosity, this self-created nemesis. But if flight fails, I'm not going down without a fight, so one way or another, I'll need a dagger in my boot, and our old home is the best place to find one.
Silence is right. Londra's thoughts could really help us in the fight against Nemesis.
Yep, and I think that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else that we have as far as main quests are concerned. Yeah, we got everything done. There's a bunch of side quests and stuff, which is totally fine. That's a whole other thing. But I think for the time being, we'll call it quits on this game. It was a truly memorable and fantastic experience. I really, really, really enjoyed this. Overall, I have my shortcomings. Actually, wait, we should talk to Guy too about like some of the gameplay mechanics, mostly the movement. Combat got better, but you still just rely on your bow and arrow, so it's not like, you know, they really improvised anything there. But exploration was great. Collectibles are really cool. The gear looks way better this time around as well. The perk system is a little annoying, or I guess the weaves and whatever other little slot things to get better abilities and stats on your weapons. Those are kind of a pain. I wish those were a little bit more friendly, but it's not that bad, I guess.
Beta was quite concerned for you during your fight with Londra and his Horus, but I was confident you would prevail.
Thanks, Guy. Yeah, I don't really care to talk to anybody else right now. I think Guy had kind of nailed it. Silence gave us pretty much everything we needed to know now. I don't think they're going to do a DLC for this game. I base it off of very little information, but I do feel like the idea is to have a sequel game, I think. And my goodness, the jump from the first game to this one in terms of the overall like quality of life and stuff is absolutely outstanding. That was so impressive. A lot of the things that I didn't like about the first game, this game improved upon. I do wish that they would fix like some of the motion and movement a little bit. They could make that a bit more fluid, more functioning. I think that could have been something that would have enhanced the overall experience. Because like there's nothing worse than running from an enemy and then being stopped by like a rock that's like as high as your ankle, or like a bush or something. Like, let me run through it. Like, really? You're gonna stop me running from a gigantic tiger monster thing with a laser on its back by a freaking bush? Like, that's really annoying. Climbing isn't too bad. It's not as bad as like Assassin's Creed jumping in directions you don't want it to go. Visually, this is the most beautiful game I've ever seen, like bar none. It really pushed the limits, and it's fantastic, and I think it's truly impressive. Wait, does this thing open up? No. Okay. I really like this game a lot, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for Aloy and her friends. Lance Reddick, who plays Silence both in voice and character likeness, RIP, he passed away, so they're obviously gonna have to recast him, which is a bummer. But or maybe they just kill the character off and replace him with someone else. I don't know, but yeah, I'm glad to see that he actually finally shown a glimmer of respect and kindness. The story is also crazy, like really good, really great story. Had a lot of fun with this, and kind of like uncovering and experiencing all that. Overall, I'd give this game an A- for sure, 9 out of 10 for me. But like I don't know. It's because the things that are really great in this game are really, really outstanding. And it's hard to look at the shortcomings and give it a lower score. It's like what it does well, it does really freaking well. Like the visuals are crazy cool. All the different biomes and atmosphere and environments are amazing. The puzzles are hard and rewarding and fun, sort of. I mean, I would like the game to kind of embrace its the more RPG side of things in terms of like finding weapons and stuff like that out in chests more, but we did find one. I found a legendary slingshot thing like out in a chest, so maybe there is more of that out there, or maybe that was just like a quest mission. You're just walking through, you see the chest and you can open it and then you get that. But at the same time, I'm just wondering, like, was that a random drop? Is it in that same spot for everyone? Is that something that I'm expected to get before I leave? Because I'd like it to be more random. I feel like the one thing that holds it back, aside from movement, that's a small thing, and there are better players that probably have less of a problem with that than I do. The thing that I think holds any RPG back is that I don't want the game to feel, or an RPG to feel like there's only main quests and side quests. I mean, obviously, like, this thing has a plethora of variations of that, jobs and errands and salvage contracts, made like all these things. But these, as far as I'm concerned, they're all side quests. Like, I want there to be more of, when I'm out in the world, give me a once in a million chance encounter with something that's super special, unique rewards, special things. Like, you know, I don't know. The Elder Scrolls games do that really well. I think Fallout does it. Bethesda as a whole does that really well. But I don't know, like, that's just, you know, I gotta stop comparing games to Bethesda games, in particular Elder Scrolls. But overall, though, fantastic game. If you watched this game, like, gameplay at all, thank you for spending your time on this. This was a long game, a franchise too. Like, from the first game to Frozen Wilds to the base second game, and then and the DLC here. But if you watch this and didn't play it, I definitely recommend picking this game up. Like, buy this game, honestly. This is totally worth it. But if you're buying it on PC, definitely wait for sales if you want, because, like, it's one of those games where it's fantastic and totally worth full price, but, like, sales happen so frequently. If you can hold out for a little bit, like, why would you not want to save money? You know what I mean? But yeah, that's it from me. That's a wrap on our playthrough of Horizon Forbidden West, The Burning Shores. I am surprised we don't see Seika here. I don't know what the plan was. We could probably track her down, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, we got what we wanted. She found a romantic interest. I totally shipped them. They were really cute together. I like their characters and how they grew together, and their flirting was really adorable the whole way. So, pretty cool. I like that relationship between the two. Makes a lot of sense, and it fits really well. But there's a lot more that I think is going to come with this franchise. I have no idea what the third game is going to be, like, where it's going to take place, if it's going to be right here, if it's going to be on a PlayStation 5, it's going to be on PlayStation 6. Like, I have no idea. Like, I don't know what the timeline is for it. I just know that it's been stated by the developers and Sony that it's the next story for Aloy is in the works, whatever that means. But anyway, I'm rambling now. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your time. If you enjoyed this video and this playthrough, you can show your love by hitting the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. Any feedback for me, leave in the comments section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Also, don't forget to take a look at the description box. There are some links there that might be of interest to you, one of which is a link to the Marcanine community Discord server. If you want to be part of that group, you can chat with me directly. Otherwise, just know I appreciate you and your time, and I hope to see you when we continue with the new playthrough right here on the Marcanine channel. Daily uploads can be found here as well for a variety of other games. But I've also beaten over 100 games on this channel, so if you want to find something else to watch, there's tons and tons, over 3,000 Marcanine videos out there for other playthroughs that I feel like might be worth your time, so be sure to browse all that. But anyway, that's it for me. Take care, be well. I will see you around. Take care.